chavvy bellends, and welcome to another episode of Return to Britain. If you're in America, don't look up what a chavvy bellend is. It means lovely person and subscriber to my channel. We're being quite quiet because it's just before dawn. I don't want to get rumbled by those guys. Oh, there's a sheep! Let's go get some wool. Excellent! And we'll do this the right way by making some shears instead of bashing it on the head with my sword as I usually do. Ah, manna from the gods. How much are you going to yield? 1. Okay, that's not too bad. I think we've now got enough to make 2 beds. Which is good enough for me. We'll head back to camp, pack up the stuff I've been smelting, and try and get across the Himalayas by the end of this episode. Let's see, we've got plenty of iron. Not looking bad on food either. And an absolute buttload of coal. So that's nice. Anyway, we've got a lot to talk about today, which is makes a refreshing change. Usually I just ramble on inanely. Firstly, the big news, if it's news, if you can call it that, is the Planet Earth Minecraft map download that everybody has been getting on at me to fix. By everybody, I mean the 3 people that have asked me, but that's enough for me. Yes, people keep asking why the download link is broken. The answer is, I don't know, guys, leave me alone. And whether I'm ever going to mirror it, since I obviously have all the files here. I've been lollygagging somewhat on getting this uploaded. The reason being I ran into some difficulty. I was going to put it on my site, but the hosting dude, Russell Priest, wasn't massively happy about me uploading a ½ gigabyte file for all and sundry to download. Even if only the 3 aforementioned people download it, that is still a large number, or a big chunk of the bandwidth right there. So he is hosting it as a favour to me, so I don't want to take liberty of his generosity. Die. So I've been trying to find a file upload service that allows for files that big, but also isn't chock full of spam and spiders and zombies, and you don't have to register an account for it and get loads of junk mail and all the rest of it. The good news is, I think I have finally managed to do that. In fact, it's uploaded. Oh, that's good. Just as I was killing that zombie, I've uploaded the file. It's just completed. In this other window. Oh, buggering nunchuck bollocks! Because... sorry, the file you've uploaded is too big. Please select a file under 100 megabytes and try again. You could have told me that before I tried to upload the bugger and watched you upload for 3 bloody hours. I'll finish off what I'm doing here and I'll try again and hopefully get the link in the description box before I upload the video to YouTube. Sorry, that has really annoyed me. I'll figure out something, guys. I promise. I promise to get you this map so you can join in the fun. And assuming I do... what would be really great is if you could head... I'll provide a download link as well. Sorry, a donation link as well. If it helps you out to have this Planet Earth Minecraft map and you found you haven't been able to get it anywhere else and everything works out fine and dandy for you, I would highly appreciate it. It's not obligatory, of course, but it would be gratefully received if you could chip in $1 to the charity widget I've got going on for Child's Play. The time of speaking, we're at $915, which is rather good. Let's just get out of here. And it's daytime. Yes, we're at $915, which I'm very happy with. I would love to see it at $1,000 by Christmas. Before we push on to the ultimate goal of $1,500 and beyond in the new year. So, if you're able to donate, even like I say, a single dollar, you don't have to register anything. You can do it within 2 minutes with PayPal. That would be great. Check out the link below. Ah, more sheepies. Come here, you woolly bastard. Oh, also one good thing, if you donate $1, not only do you get to feel great about yourself for the rest of the day, but I'm also giving away a Trine 2 Steam key. The lovely chaps at Frozen Byte Studios got in touch and said, hey, I've seen you're doing this great fundraising thing, and would you like some Trine 2 keys? One sec, I'm just going to check the map, see where I am. And I'll gladly show you guys where I am as well, as soon as I can bring this window into view properly. Bear with me. Oh, balls to it, something like that. So we started our Himalayan dream around about there, before skirting up and around the rim to... Sorry, I just made myself giggle. We're going to follow this river through the peaks until we pop out into the Middle Eastern deserts. And then it should just be a case of skipping through the deserts, up into Europe, and back to Britain by 11sies. What could possibly go wrong? He says, running down a hill with scissors. Kids, never run down hills with scissors. If you're going to run anywhere, make sure you do it with an iron sword unsheathed. So, Frozen Byte got in touch and said, we dig what you're doing. I emailed them back and said, I dig what you're doing. They said, would you like some Trine 2 keys to give away to readers? And I said, yes, of course I would. Trine 2 is a f***ing brilliant... Oh god, sorry, I just swore. I got so excited about the fantasy action romp that is Trine 2 that I forgot who I was speaking to there. I do apologise if that little outburst offended you. Oh, I'll have to go through the hassle of bleeping it out now, won't I? The message I'm trying to put out there is I've got one Trine 2 key left, so if you want that, you know what to do. In other news, I think this mountain here is Everest. I could be mistaken, but I did look it up before we started this video, and it seems to be around here. There should be a river offshoot. Yep. Certainly looks like the tallest peak around, so... let's climb up this bitch like Hillary. And destroy half of this wonderful miracle of nature while we're going. And here we go! Awesome! How is that far view distance rendering working out for you guys? Jesus, we're high. Let me just confirm, I think they said on the forums of this map, yeah, 97. I'm pretty sure that was the height that they stated as the uppermost height, and then they scaled everything down from there, so... looks like we finally made Everest! This has been one of the things I've been looking forward to achieve since we started, so that's good. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Sadly, there is no time to linger. Ooh, another thing I've been heartily enjoying. I don't know if you guys are aware of it, but probably. If you draw a Venn diagram of Minecraft players, on one side you've got a circle of them, and then on the other, if you draw a circle of Kerbal Space Program players, the overlap is pretty big. But yes, Kerbal Space Program. What an amazing indie game. If you've never heard of it, go look it up on YouTube right now! No, not right now. Wait until you've finished watching me. Afterwards, look it up. You'll love it. It's bloody marvellous. I was going to do a video, it's a space development thing, It's like you build your own rockets and fly to different planets, etc. Can't go into the whole thing in the scope of this video. But I was going to do a quick video of me visiting all the different planets and celestial bodies that are in Kerbal Space Program. And I'd spent hours and hours and hours on it before, just this morning, Scott Manley has done the same thing 10 times better. Scott Manley being a fantastic YouTuber and frequenter of Kerbal Space Program. He's also an astrophysicist, so he's got a bit of an advantage over me. But yes, so that's one thing I've been doing. Wow, this place is so alien. Speaking of space, look at that. It's like walking on marshmallows as well. Sounds quite pleasing in my headphones. What else has been going on? I'm sure you've seen... I uploaded a few random videos when I should have really been making this one. I do apologise, that's probably quite annoying when you're waiting for me to do these things, you know, habitually and regularly, and all you see is me dicking around with my chin. I apologise for that. The problem is I can only tend to record these videos when there's no one in the house. Now, there's no one in the house during the day, but I work during the day, so I don't have time to do them then. Which is why it's quite difficult to find the time to record these and play through them, and then the amount of video editing on top and stuff like that is rather extensive, more so than you might think for just a simple Minecraft Let's Play. But I guess it is high time I gave you an update on what I see happening after we get to Britain, since a couple of people have asked that already. Good and bad news, folks, good and bad news. As of January, my video uploading will become much more prolific. Talking at the tune of 2 or 3 a week, which will be great. And based on the rate we're going, I assume this series is going to stretch on into January. So that's something to look forward to. One thing that... Oh, sorry, I got distracted by Nipple Mountain over there. Rather curious looking. And high as well. How tall is that? If we're still at 92... on the y-axis... I cannot not go and check out Nipple Mountain. Perhaps that's the equivalent of K2 or something. Or perhaps I had it wrong entirely and this is in fact Mount Everest. Oh, there's the Lhotse Peak, perhaps, on the left. You know what? I think I had it wrong before. That's rather embarrassing. Wow, looks amazing. Let's check out the old... 111. Well, turns out I was wrong before. Accidentally scaled the wrong mountain. This is Mount Everest. And after, I assume I'll go through the trouble afterwards of putting dramatic music on my previous ascent as well. So that was wasted. Anyway, I could follow that river now. I'm currently probably around there. I could go down and then follow this river across, or continue along the river I'm currently following. Confused.com. I guess I might as well carry on the way I'm going. God, this place is big.
It's 3 hours.
It is 3 hours in the morning. I'm rather shattered. Thank you, computer clock. Well, let's carry on while I talk to you about the bad news. The bad news being, once we've wrapped up here, I am probably not going to run any more Minecraft videos. It's not definite, but essentially my thinking is I've got a couple of shows planned that I've been working on for quite a while with someone. Animated... I don't want to say too much without giving the game away. It's an animated comedy show, essentially. That's one of them. Another one is similarly a comedy kind of thing. And I really want to focus on those as part of my collective output going forward. As much as I really appreciate everyone that is joining me on this adventure, I don't want to just be the guy that makes Minecraft videos. There are plenty of those, as there is, and it certainly wasn't my intention to just do this on YouTube. In all honesty, I really wasn't expecting to have anyone follow along this little romp. Although I'm certainly grateful that you are. Essentially, I started it just as a way of navigating ScreenFlow, the Mac audio video editing studio. And I thought this would be a good way to become acquainted with that, and also the finer eccentricities of YouTube. So that's what this series is about. But at the same time, I'm very glad that it's bringing joy to people. I best make some kind of camp here, I think, since night is drawing in. I do hope you really enjoy what I do have lined up for next year in January. I'm certainly looking forward to it, and I think you will too, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't bother doing it. But if you subscribe to the channel or are just following along to see me play Minecraft, I have no qualms whatsoever if you unsubscribe in the new year. That's absolutely fine. Obviously, it's your prerogative, and if you came expecting one thing and I start delivering another that you don't like, then I bid you farewell with no ill feelings between us. Check this out, I'm lucky enough to hit a cave already. Oops. Can't dig with a snowball! God, look at all those things. Be gone! Inventory space is at a bit of a premium at the moment, so I don't want to pick up random crap, I was about to say. Be gone! Into the darkness with you! I was born in the darkness, moulded by it. Ah, Bane. Speaking of Bane, this stuff that I've got cluttering up the place, it's the bane of my life! Eh? Eh? Ah. Right, have I got enough? Yeah, I've got plenty of stuff to make beds with. Can probably squeeze about 2 beds out of what I've got, so I'm going to use one of them here, make a little outpost with a chest and some stuff in it, just in case I happen to die. Ooh, looks like we've got company. Hello? How can I help you? Anyway, I'd also like to talk to you about... Now, this is weird. Something quite strange happened to me recently. And I'm just going to throw it out there. But I've attracted my own lesbian stalker. Let me leave that to sink in a moment. My own lesbian stalker. So, honestly, it's mad. How best to sum up what is rather a long story? So, I work from home, and I don't like listening to silence. At the same time, I don't like listening to music either, because I end up getting distracted and just listening to the music, and not getting any work done. So, I like to have things like documentaries and stand-up comedy on in the background, just as a little bit of noise. Now, there's one comedian I've really come to enjoy recently, and that is Tig Notaro. She's absolutely fantastic. If you've not heard of her, check her out. Now, not only is she a fantastic comedian, But unfortunately, she's also the unluckiest woman I've heard of in recent times. She has had breast cancer in both breasts, and she got the diagnosis for that shortly after her mother unexpectedly passed away, which is obviously very tragic. Shortly before that, she had a near-fatal bout of the stomach virus C. difficile, and while all that was going on, she was dumped from a long-term relationship. So this was all in the space of a couple of months. So she had a really, really rough time of it. Glad to report she's now doing very well. The cancer is in remission, or she's had a double mastectomy and she's healthy anyway, is the upshot. Now, I found one of her videos and I was preparing to watch it, and I found this particular comment. I'm going to show it on the screen now. Basically, she started off saying Tig's cancer was karma, those comments have since been removed, and now is saying she's faking it. And not only that, but I found loads of similar comments on other videos of Tig Notaro, all posted under different account names, but all obviously coming from the same person. Now, I managed to find... Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, sorry. That's the second time in as many episodes that's happened. Good job, he can't really walk straight. If he wasn't drunk, he would have gotten me. So yes, this woman's name is Alisa Spitzberg. And she had a restraining order filed against her by Tig Notaro, approved in a court of law, and all of this is documented with evidence, of course, link below as usual. You can read the full story there, but even just Google Alisa Spitzberg and you'll see she has, since the restraining order was filed in 2008, gone out of her way to post as many negative comments under as many different pseudonyms about Tig Notaro as possible. Now let me just take out these guys and I'll tell you the really interesting stuff. Take that, you nincompoop! Old school insult. Now what you gonna do? Oh, he's impaled me on a wall. Ah, flustered. Okay, compose yourself, man. And take down number 2. Oh, there's another one down there. Right, I'll deal with this skeletal spawning situation. So, Alisa Spitzberg. There is a video of her own comedy online, which is dire. It's really, really woeful, and you can see she's a little bit deranged in the video, and a very, very bitter person. She doesn't raise a single laugh because she's not telling any jokes, and seems to act very angrily towards the audience, and with such great hostility. It's actually very uncomfortable to watch.
Hey, this next comedian, pretty funny lady, pretty smart, she's intellectual. So give it up for Miss Alisa Spitzberg.
I'm okay. My rhythm was perfect until that Chris Allen fella took 9 minutes instead of 8, and now I feel a little disjointed. But please bear with me. Let's just say I'm making 6 figures, and the MC is calling me an intellectual. So don't be bad on that smart water. Now I must go to my fine material, which was interrupted before all that nonsense. Anyway, I'll try to memorize it, my friends. I will not tolerate silence. Anyway, I just read an article. To be awake, you have to... Is there some foul light? That was like 3 minutes, dear. I have corneal ulcers. Don't do that. Oh, why did I just tell people that? I don't want people to know that. I want to be dateable. I don't want people to think I have corneal ulcers. And it said, fetch your own biscotti. Fetch your... Is that obnoxious or what? No. Anyway, that's my anti-hippie sentiment showing. I don't really see any smelly, tantra-smelling hippies, so I don't know why everyone seems so offended. But anyway, dears. So to meet my potential, I started to do the lady comedy.
But she accuses Tig of stalking her and telling lies and faking her own cancer and things of this ilk, which is a horrible thing to do. It's also mental, of course. Little did I know about the restraining order or how mad this person was, or even that I was talking to the same person on different accounts when I was trying to talk to people saying all this stuff. I initially thought there might have been something in it. Turns out, nope, it's all just Alisa with different YouTube accounts. And when I started questioning her, she accused me of being Tig Notaro. Apparently anyone that questions Alisa's version of events is being paid off by Tig. And that includes 3 different law firms, everyone on YouTube, numerous different comedians which have ever supported Tig in a professional capacity, and anyone else that calls bullshit on Alisa. So yes, mad as a hatter, and I didn't know all of that before I started engaging. And I stupidly pointed out that I'm obviously not Tig Notaro because I'm posting under my own name. If you Google my name or if you look up my YouTube profile, it's very clear that I'm a distinct person. I've got a social media profile stretching back for, you know, numerous years. I've got various articles published in my own name, various websites. It would be illogical for Tig to set up or go through that amount of effort to make me seem like a normal person or a real person with that much history. It's just madness. And but she wasn't having any of that until she followed me to my own site, took the discussion off YouTube, and posted very hostile remarks in the comments section of the blog, which you guys know I run to help terminally ill children. Now, I'm not being a martyr about that. I don't expect anyone to pat me on the back and say, oh, great, you do charity work, fantastic. It's not important. I just pointed out, just to illustrate how nasty and vile this woman is. So that was that, and anyway, I guess that's all there is to say, really. She's still responding to comments I left a week ago. I've kind of washed my hands of it, but she has these little discussions with her fake accounts just to make it seem like she's got more supporters to her cause than she actually does, because she's alone. But she's now posting a lot of stuff about me. And the amusing thing is, if anyone criticises her or doubts her series of events, she stopped accusing them of being Tig. Apparently now they're all me. So, go figure. It's absolutely mental. I'm sure she's watching. Hi Alisa, if you are. And since I guess I've already sworn once today, might as well just say, go f*** yourself, you nasty, vile piece of work. Picking on cancer victims. Hello, it's me again. Okay, well, that was a bit of a disaster. I just, stopped recording for a few minutes. As you heard, I was getting a little bit passionate about what I was talking about, and it kind of, what shall I say? It didn't end up being in the spirit of what these videos are all about, so I do apologise about that. I would cut it out if I could, but of course, this is recorded live, and I recorded over the top of it and can't cut out a 15-minute chunk of the Return to Britain adventure. So I think that'll stay in there when we do the final cut. But yes, it was just something close to my heart, and I ended up, as you heard, again, waxing lyrical, and ended up going places where it probably shouldn't have done, and I didn't really mean for it to, but I just felt I had to get it off my chest. Of course, Alisa herself will claim this is evidence that I am harassing her and trying to suppress the truth. Classic paranoid schizophrenic line. But of course, saying stuff on YouTube isn't quite the same as in the leagues of harassment and defamation. It's not exactly the same as setting up 20-odd different accounts to post slander about someone on various websites and verbally attack them in other places, including in person. Claiming cancer victims don't have cancer or are faking it, and all kinds of other nastiness. So there we have it. That's enough of Alisa Spitzberg and her hateful ways. Let's talk on to happier news, just to close off this episode. I know it's been a long one. The final bit of happy news. We've got lesbians on ironmanmode.com. Well, I guess lesbians aren't, for the most part, all that happy. In fact, Alisa herself is sorry, I'm so sorry. Alisa Spitzberg's sexuality has got nothing to do with how much of a bitch she is, and that was a gross generalisation. I love lesbians. You love lesbians. To find out what I mean, visit the website, because we've now got t-shirts being modelled by lesbians, which is fantastic. Everyone loves lesbians. So do check those out. All the revenue from t-shirt sales go to Child's Play, of course. So that is yet another great opportunity I'm giving you to do a little bit of good this week. So grab that opportunity with both hands, of course. And let me know how you get on. Let me know how you like the t-shirts. I've had them back from the printers already, and I love them. I think they look fantastic. They're really well fitting, both the men's and the ladies, and the print quality is fantastic, so do check it out. Anyway, I'm going to carry on walking for just a little bit more, just to clear my head, off camera. Does look like... Aha! Yes, I don't think we're that far from the edge of the Himalayas, so that's good. But anyway, if you want to stalk me, you can do so at ironmanmode. That's for Twitter. Subscribe to this channel, of course, if you would like to see more updates in this adventure, as well as the fun stuff we've got planned for the future outside of this Return to Britain series. I am going to go and fall down a canyon. Cheerio, guys! Oh, one last thing. I didn't get time for viewer questions today, but do continue to leave your thoughts and queries in the space provided below, because I do eventually get back to everybody either straight away via the comments board or within the next episode. Clam chowder!